Good afternoon, guys. It's Wednesday afternoon, so in the midst of getting ready to get on the road here, something funny popped up. Well, something funny popped up and something important popped up. And I wanted to tell you both, but I figured I'd start with the funny one because I think we all need a laugh. This is classic. So, y'all know I don't sponsor, advertise, do anything on the channel. I find it completely insulting the channels do. It's like, all right, this isn't about commercialism or anything like that for me at least. All right. But as you can imagine, I get the come on emails from God knows everything from freeze-dried foods to who knows what, at least most of them I'll say, are at least prepper oriented, okay? But this one is a classic, and I gotta read this to you real quick. It says, "Hi, Pinball Preparedness, nice day." Interesting way to start an email. "My name is Jane Gia from Lush Forest. I know you via YouTube." Remember that line. "I really enjoy your videos and very impressed by how well you've done." It's like the English sucks already, so you can tell this is a scam, right? "I'm reaching out to you because we just released women's sports shorts and bras that I think your followers would be interested. Would you be willing to test and review for us? I can provide free sample for you to review. Please let me know if you are interested." Okay. I may have a couple of pounds to lose, guys, but I don't need a bra. I'm telling you this right now, okay? Just not going to happen. But you can tell by the syntax of this is definitely somebody from China with a name like Jane Gia, and if just the language. It was just kind of funny. So I thought I'd start that one out with you because I think we all need a laugh occasionally. But where I wanted to go with this one, this is important and good for me to know here, especially because it pertains to Tennessee. Y'all know I am a big proponent of precious metals, okay? I think it's going to be the one thing that will save us financially when the dollar collapses, and with everything going on, that's just, on a downward slope, and it's like a snowball. It's just picking up speed, okay? Now, up until the other day, there were 3 states that had legalized, for lack of a better word, gold and silver to be used for purchases. You can go into the grocery store and pay in silver or gold. Louisiana, Utah, and Texas. Okay, a good thing. Tennessee came out overnight and said that they are going to, or the government, if you will, has now signed a bill into law to create a study, or to create a commission to study the feasibility of creating a gold bullion depository in Tennessee. Now, why? This is the first step to making precious metals legal tender for purchasing in the state. What does this tell you? I told you the other 3 states and now Tennessee doing it. Now, notice if you will, the color of the other 3 states. Utah, Texas, Louisiana, very, very, very solid red states. Tennessee, very solid red state. Does that mean that we don't all have our fair share of, liberal lunatics? No, of course, every state does, okay? It's just, obviously in Louisiana, Utah, Texas, and Tennessee, there's more intelligent people than Karens. So looking into this, but what this tells me more than anything else, as another state joins the fray here for accepting precious metals, that these states are now publicly admitting, the governments of these states are publicly admitting that they foresee the crash of the American dollar, okay? Because the states are doing something to hedge their bets against the coming collapse. I've talked ad nauseum about China wanting to make the yuan the reserve currency in the world. As soon as that happens, the dollar, all these countries in the world no longer have to buy dollars. The dollar will tank instantly. okay? Potato Joe and the Washington printing presses printing out all this funny money, you know, monopoly money, to hand out in all the little stimmy checks, turns into more monopoly money. This is inflation, guys. And when states with intelligent, I won't say good, I will say intelligent leadership, comes out and says, okay, we're going to hedge our bets as a state to protect ourselves in regards to our fiscal needs, that should tell you something. Now, again, if you guys have all watched what's going on with silver, and silver again is staying steady here above 28 bucks an ounce. As of right now, if I look, it is what, 11 minutes after 12, and I'm doing this, silver's up 10 cents at $28.20. Okay. Now, I'm hoping that people were buying back down when it was under 25, when I was saying that was bottom. Now support is around at 27.50 to 28 level. You may see a little bit of bounce below 28, but not much. Next upside on it's 30. Okay. And if we can break 30, there'll be some resistance. Resistance meaning, you know, it's hard to get through. But if it can break through that, the next resistance level's at 50. Okay. And that tells you right there that potentially your money has the chance to double in whatever time. I mean, there's calls out there for $100 silver, $200 silver, everything. I'm not following that. Okay, that's pipe dreams. I mean, anybody can come up and throw numbers at you all they want. I mean, could they happen? Sure. Okay. Is it feasible in the relative near future? Not really. All right. So, but that $30 to $50 range is where we're going to see. And I'll take a double on my money any day of the week, especially when my money's doubled and the cash that I have is being reduced in value. Again, like I've said many times, all right, you know, right now you can go out and buy a case of beer for 25 bucks, okay, which is ballpark-ish a 1 ounce of silver, all right, give or take, all right, you know, 23 bucks for a case of beer or whatever, 27, so they're close, all right, obviously ever changing. But if the dollar keeps going down and silver keeps going up, the price of beer is going to move too. The price of beer is going to go up. Let's say the price of beer is now $35 because your dollar's down here. Well, that silver now still buys that case of beer where your greenbacks are not going to. That's my point. If the states are coming up and saying the dollars, we're hedging against the dollar collapsing, take that as a good indication, if you will, that that's where you need to be as well. All right. I'm not saying governments are intelligent, at least the federal, but on the state level, when they get a little bit closer to home, you need to be paying attention. So, you know, again, if you're looking at moving, Texas, Louisiana, Tennessee, and Utah are on the forefront of trying to save their states from economic collapse. Just a little brief fun and some good information for you here on a Wednesday afternoon. Have a good one, guys. Pinball out.